Marshall and I frequent the same places. We have some of the same people in common. I don't want him near me. I think a restraining order is the answer.
Has he threatened you?
I told him to stay away from me. He told me he didn't think he could do that.
Well, that's good enough for me. Here you go. And you sign here and here.
You already had this drawn up?
Well, I thought you might need it.
You are incredible, you know that?
Please, now, next question. You want to help me serve this?
You know, Bonnie would love that. She's absolutely furious that Marshall's free because of this mistrial.
All right, then. Let's get going. We can track him down in the car on the way over.
Yeah, let's do it. You know, Margot, it's not so much that I need to see his face when you hand him that. It's that I need him to see mine.
Mm-hmm.
Marshall?
Can't get away with this. Can't get away with it. You can't get away with this.
I have a job for you.
I'm already doing a job for you. You gotta cough up that 25 grand.
For what?
For Rose, she has to start her renovations. I had to hustle money from Molly McKinnon. You know that?
Oh, my. Even more unscrupulous than I'd hoped for.
I had no choice. I couldn't get a hold of you. Where were you?
I had been kidnapped. You were at the Montgomery nuptials. You heard me tell everyone.
Yes. You're real talented at making a scene. You okay?
No, I'm a wreck. But something good did come of it. Paul is downstairs right now, accusing his fiancée of participating in my abduction. Once she confesses, he'll be done with her for good.
You have proof she did it?
I'll get it. And now you go downstairs and you back up every word that Paul says. You keep him strong. You don't let her wriggle out of this.
I didn't sign up for that.
What you signed on for was breaking up my son and his fiancée, which it seems that I am doing right now. Now, if you want to get paid, I suggest you do as I ask.
Hi.
Hey.
You know what I love most about you, other than the obvious?
What is that?
At the end of a crazy day, and this one was, woo, that was a whopper. I can come to you, take a deep breath, relax, and I'm happy again.
Oh, I'm glad you feel that way.
So how was your mom? Was she calmed down when you brought her home?
No, I'm afraid not. When she got back to her suite, she looked at those designs she did for Monte Carlo. Turns out someone stole them while she was locked away in that cabin.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, it does. You heard my mother at the wedding. She believes Craig engineered the kidnapping, but she believes that other people assisted him. 2 women. Rose Rose, I hate asking you this, but could one of those women have been you?
There's only been one rule in this house, only one, and that is to keep Lucy safe. And yet, for months, you've been allowing Aaron Snyder to see her?
Yes, well, Aaron wants Lucy safe just as much as you do.
What Aaron wants? What he wants? He's taken her innocence. He's nearly gotten her killed.
She walked today. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
She walked because she was in physical therapy, not because of Aaron Snyder.
Well, then I don't think you understand what Aaron means to her.
He is feeding off her! He will consume her!
I really don't understand how you can say that after what you've seen today.
I asked you repeatedly whether you had been allowing her and him to be together, and you lied.
It was Lucy's wedding present to you. She wanted it to be a surprise. I know this comes as a disappointment to you, and I know we can work it out, and we will work it out, but I really think it would be best if we don't do it right now.
Well, I don't think it's going to happen tomorrow, or the day after that, frankly.
This is a very critical moment for us. This is the first day of our lives together. I think it would be best if we celebrate that. Everything else can wait.
How important this was to me.
I was trying to send you a message. You don't own Lucy. You don't get to choose who she loves.
She is infatuated. Infatuation does not last.
That's not true. They've been together for months. They have proven themselves to each other over and over again, and as a parent, you have to acknowledge that.
Are you giving me parental advice? Have you held that job?
No, I have not been a parent. I do not have children of my own. You know that. But you asked me to be a surrogate mother to Lucy, and that is what I've been.
Because I thought it would bring our family closer together, not encourage my daughter to lie to me.
Lucy is going to be with Aaron, no matter what you say or do. I'm trying to save your relationship with her.
By keeping me on the outside of my daughter's life?
Have I been honest and upfront? No. But what choice do you give me? When it comes to Lucy, you refuse to acknowledge anyone's opinion except your own.
I am her father! I will protect her! My main function in life is to make sure that my daughter...
What, doesn't die the way Bryant did?
Yes.
Lucy is not Bryant.
But if I ignore bad judgment, bad behavior, that is what happened with Bryant, and I will not let that happen again.
Lucy is not going to die the way Bryant did. I cannot accept that fate would be that cruel. But you can lose her in another way. You can drive her away by refusing to compromise about Aaron.
Okay, you got me. Is there a cop around the corner, or are you making a citizen's
Rose,
arrest?
please. Now, all I'm asking for is an honest answer.
Here's as honest as I get. Someone snatched him off for a couple of days. She doesn't know who it was, and neither does anybody else, but she will use that to turn you against me, and we cannot let that happen.
Don't you think I thought of that? But my mother is not capable of warding herself into a cabin, and she didn't beam herself home to steal her own designs.
She could have it arranged. Why would she do anything to break us up?
Those sketches were a ticket to her comeback, and she is desperate without them, and it's for real.
You want me to feel sorry for what she lost? I'm sorry, I can't do that. After what she did to me, whatever she gets, she deserves.
Understand this. I'm not trying to manipulate you into feeling sorry for her, but
Really?
you need to
Then why are
understand.
we having this conversation? Unless... If I didn't know better, it sounds like you're trying to build a case against me.
No, I'm not. I am not. Listen, there's something I want you to know, okay? Even if you were involved in her kidnapping, I forgive you. Okay? I would not allow this to break us up.
Mama Barbara would be very disappointed in you.
Damn it, Rose, I am not here as my mother's errand boy. I'm asking you these questions because I need you to be honest with me about this, about everything, today and always. It's what I give to you, and it's what I expect in return.
Thanks, Ed.
No need to rise. This won't take long.
That is a restraining order barring you from coming near me. If you violate it in any way, I won't hesitate to have you arrested.
This wasn't necessary.
Obviously, I thought it was.
I'll go over the specifics of the order just so there's no confusion on your part. You are to stay at least 100 yards away from Miss Griffin at all time. You are not to enter her home or place of business without prior notification or court approval. Is that clear?
I'm familiar with the parameters of a restraining order. Was this your idea?
Our business is finished. We can leave.
It was my idea, but you made it necessary.
You know, you disappoint me, Jessica. I never thought you would stoop behind a restraining order and then bring your personal police officer to serve it?
I'm an employee of the department. If you have any questions about that, you can contact Hal Munson.
You know, you promote the image that you're afraid of nothing, but yet, when push comes to shove, you're a coward. You allow your fear to dictate your behavior, Jessica.
Well, I am afraid, Marshall. I'm afraid of you because you have made me afraid. Now, I don't know if that embarrasses you or puts a smile on your face, but it's the truth.
I thought after last night that...
What? That all was forgiven? That we could start over, wipe the slate clean?
I have never opened up like that to anyone. And this is my reward? Shame on you, Jessica. Because I thought we were past this.
What happened at the courthouse last night was not a meeting of the minds, nor did it bring us closer together. Now, if that's what you think, then you're more deluded than I thought.
I am not suggesting that we deny the complexity of what's happened between us, but...
You know what? Wait a minute. If you want to discuss our little interlude of last night, why don't we inform Detective Hughes here what you said?
I'm not going to do that.
Oh, come on. Tell her what you said, and I'll tear this up and we can forget the whole thing.
That would not be wise.
It'll be fine. He'll never agree to it.
I don't intend on making any statements to Detective Hughes.
So who's the coward now, Marshall? You have your restraining order. You stay away from me and my family.
You raped my mother. And then you rape her again by sending these hideous pictures to the newspapers. Law didn't make you pay. So it's up to me. Send your confession to the newspapers just the way you sent these pictures of my mother, and the whole world is finally gonna see you for what you really are.
the police are involved. There's going to be an investigation.
So what? What's that got to do with me?
Because if you were involved in this, I would protect you. I would make sure that nothing happens to you and that you won't get hurt, but I can't do that unless I know what really happened. Rose, look at me. Trust me. All right? Trust me that I will be by your side no matter what.
All right. You want the truth?
This is why I came back to Oakdale. I got friends wherever I go.
Hey, Dusty, what's going on, man?
Let's have us a drink. I'm good now. Let's have
Dusty, I appreciate it, but thanks. We're kind of in the middle of something.
Oh, come on, you're not fighting, are you?
No, it's sensitive something.
Paul thinks I kidnapped his mother.
Hey, I didn't say
Look,
that.
I can read you like a book. That's what you meant.
Is she serious?
I'm trying to figure out who grabbed my mother and why, and I'm not getting a whole lot in terms of answers.
Well, it's a good thing I came along, because Rose didn't kidnap your mother.
How do you know?
The day Barbara went missing, Rose was with me.
Parent makes compromises. The moment a child is born, how long do I let her cry before I pick up the baby? Do I give her dessert if she hasn't eaten her vegetables? How much TV does she watch? And I have made hundreds of compromises for both my children, and I will continue to make compromises for my daughter, but I will not have Aaron Snyder in Lucy's life!
Lucy will never accept your judgment of him.
So you go behind my back?
I made a decision to want what Lucy wants, which was to walk with Aaron's help. She thought that that would change your mind. In the end, I agreed with her.
And you thought that if this magical moment happened at our wedding, that I'd just go along.
That's not entirely untrue.
There have been very few times in my life when I have fully loved, and fewer when I have fully trusted. And with you, I thought I could have both, love and trust. I mean, we'd have our disagreements. We could play our little games, But we would always have this net to fall back on, love and trust. I guess I was wrong.
Well, you're not the only one who's had a hard time trusting. Barbara's performance here tonight made things a little difficult.
Our accusation I kidnapped her, I think we covered that ground.
Well, I think we could cover it again, don't you? You're not the only one who gets to go on and on about how your expectations haven't been met.
Lucy is family. Barbara's business.
Yes, but when it comes to Carly, it's a bit more than business, isn't it?
You undermined our family, Roseanne.
Everything I've done has been with our family in mind. Family's the most important thing to me. You should know that about me by now.
Then I guess we have different ideas about what makes a family.
What are you saying? Don't go. We have to resolve this.
This? I don't know. I think maybe this has been a mistake.
What are you saying? No, you don't. Please don't go. Please just stay. Please, we have to work it out. Please, we can. I promise you, we can find a way.
Rose was with you while my mother was being kidnapped?
Yeah. We were at the shop making plans for the renovations. We were there almost all day.
And you never thought about telling me that?
I didn't think I'd have to give my fiance an excuse.
So you guys were together all day?
Yes, I have renovation notes in my calendar. I can show them to you if you want.
Hey.
Oh, forget it.
I'm sorry. No, I can't forget it. I shouldn't have come on
No,
that strong.
you know, you had questions, you needed some answers.
No, but I'm sorry, okay? I will make this up to you, I promise.
Oh, make it up, moving on. That's what this is all about, putting this behind us.
Yes, I agree, but first I need to tell my mother that she was wrong. And when she finds out you were with Dusty the whole day, what can she say to that, right?
I think before we do anything, we should have a stiff drink. Bartender.
All right. Keep it on ice. I'll be right back, all right?
Why did you do that?
Because I was overhearing your conversation. You were about to say something you would regret.
Oh, but that's my decision to make. I don't need you putting words or alibis in my mouth. Thank you very much.
Why are you acting so upset?
My fiance wanted to know the truth. I think I should have given it to him.
No, Barbara would have buried you.
Barbara?
Barbara.
Can't spend my life being afraid of Barbara Ryan. She almost destroyed me once, and I lived to tell about it.
So what's the problem?
Call me crazy. I don't like lying to the man that I love.
You ready to go in?
I need you to be clear on one thing. I did not violate your trust.
I'm not going to argue terminology.
Don't do that.
What?
You're shutting down. I can see it. You're disappearing. You're already on the way out.
Well, merry-go-rounds don't really go anywhere, do they?
That isn't fair. Whatever I did because I couldn't work with you. So I worked around you. I did it because I thought it was for the best in the long run for you and Lucy.
Yeah, well, I suppose your intentions were good. It's what makes this so difficult.
Come on, let's just put this behind us. We should go inside. We can start celebrating our wedding. Come on.
I'd like that, Rosanna, very much.
Well, then let's do it. Come on.
I said I would like it. I can't.
Why not?
I thought this time would be different.
Don't do that. Come on.
No, don't.
You.
Please.
I love you. It kills me to see you so sad. Please don't shut down, please. We can find a way to work through this. We can. We just have to do something, anything. We have to keep talking. We can do anything. We can work through this. We just have to keep talking.
I have nothing more to say.
No. Where's Rosanna?
Contemplating. Lucy? Okay. Still a bad guy?
No, that's not true. Lucy just feels like you're being a little unfair.
I'm only doing what any loving, responsible father would do.
You threaten me? You threaten Aaron? Anything to get your way. You know, that's not being a responsible father, Dad. It's being selfish.
Look, Lullaby, it's late. Why don't you go get ready for bed, then I'll come upstairs, kiss you goodnight.
No! Because you've made it perfectly clear tonight that you want me to choose between Aaron and you, so fine. I choose Aaron. And I'm gonna be with him, Daddy, and there's nothing you can do about that.
made so many bad choices lately. I suppose I should have expected another one.
He's wrong. He's wrong. He's so stubborn. I love him so much. He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me. Of course he loves me. Look at this wedding. This house. Of course he loves me. Of course he loves me. Of course he loves me.
I assume a cognac in the lounge is out of the question.
Tonight and every night.
Marshall, don't forget this.
Okay. How are you doing?
I'm getting there.
Yeah? Yeah. Well, it's over, Jessica. You gotta start believing that.
Eventually, I'm sure I will.
You're gonna be fine. I have complete faith in you.
Thank you, Margot. I don't know how I would have gotten through any of this without you.
What? All I did was be your friend, and that, as always, is my pleasure.
I need to see you right away.
Isaac, please, I'm not up for this right now.
This has nothing to do with you and me. This is about Bonnie.
What happened?
She asked me to help her get Marshall's rape confession on tape.
Why can't that girl leave well enough alone?
It's not in her nature. Anyway, after she calmed down, she said she had some things to do. So later on, I go check the safe, and, remember that gun I was holding for you?
Of course.
It's gone.
You know, I was this close to telling Paul that I had his mom on ice for a couple of days.
No, you confess, and Barbara will make you pay.
Wait a minute, no, because Paul just said if he finds out that I was involved with this kidnapping, he would make sure that I didn't get hurt. So how's Barbara gonna make me pay if Paul is on my side?
Because she is gonna ask him over and over again, how could you be engaged to this woman who had me kidnapped? Come on. She says it enough. It's gonna wear on him. It's gonna break him down.
I don't like keeping secrets from Paul. Lying is no good. It doesn't bring any good to anything.
You're right. Nobody wants to lie to the person they love. But sometimes it's your only move. You keep quiet about this. Your problems, they can be over today. If you confess, they're just starting. Trust me.
I spoke to Rose. She had nothing to do with your abduction.
She denied everything? Oh, of course she did.
She's telling the truth. Rose's voice was not one of the voices you heard.
She's an alibi for every second of the day.
Yes, she does.
I should.
While you were being abducted, she was at her shop planning the renovation.
With whom? Was she with anybody, Paul?
Dusty.
She's lying.
I don't think so.
Really?
Well, I believe I have Dusty's number right here. Let's give him a call.
He was the
and
one
find
who
out.
told me they were together, Mom. Rose never said a word.
Dusty gave her an alibi?
And as far as I'm concerned, this closes the issue whether or not Rose had anything to do with what happened to you. Now, I realize this was horrible, and I want to help you get through it any way I can, but I will not allow you to use this as a weapon against Rose.
I have a news flash for you, Dustin Donovan. You just double-crossed the wrong mother.
Hi. Have either of you seen Craig?
Yeah, I think he went upstairs. They didn't look very happy.
Let me guess, he blamed everything on you.
Look, your father is hurt. And it's gonna take him a little while to get over it.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be. For what, really?
Your plan didn't work out. You shouldn't be fighting with my father. It's your wedding night.
Your father and I took a vow for better or for worse. Tonight is for worse. I'm sure tomorrow will be better.
Wow, good attitude.
Katie, would you mind? I kind of need a favor. Would it be all right with you if Lucy stayed with you tonight?
Oh, yeah, sure, I'd love it.
Your father and I just have some things that we need to work out, and I think it might be easier if we were alone.
Okay. You know, I think you're really brave.
Yeah. I've heard people say that some marriages are a little difficult in the beginning, and some marriages are more difficult later on. Your father and I are just in the first category.
Guess Simon and I were in the second.
And Aaron and I, well, I'm not even sure if we are a couple anymore.
Oh, of course you are. Aaron is very good for you, and I could see that tonight, and I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that your father knows that, okay?
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Katie. Really,
Sure.
I really appreciate it so much.
And congratulations again.
Thank you.
You were beautiful. Okay, I think I have a stash of ice cream that has not been touched yet, and I think it's time. Let's go.
I'll see you later.
Get out, or I'll throw you out.
You lay a finger on me and I'll scream rape and I'll never stop.
What are you doing here? How'd you get in here?
The door was open.
What do you want, Bonnie?
I want you to confess to raping my mother. And I want it on tape.
Okay, let me have it. Put this button here. Miss Bonnie McKechnie has broken into my hotel room. She intends to do something foolish, much like she did when she placed a surveillance camera in another room I was occupying.
Don't play games with me, Marshall. So I'm not gonna stand for it. Just because the gun is missing doesn't mean Bonnie has it. I mean, aren't there other people who have access to that safe?
Lisa, but she wasn't there all day.
Was it loaded?
Yes.
Okay, we have to find her.
I've been trying. I tried her home. I tried calling her cell. I figured the next best thing to do was to find Travers and tell him to stay away from her.
Okay, well, I can't do that, but I think he's in the lounge.
I'm on my way.
He's staying, Miss Griffin.
No, thank you. Listen, have you seen my daughter, Bonnie McKechnie?
Matter of fact, I saw her getting on the elevator a little while ago.
Thank you. Oh, no. Marshall.
This week.
It's a mother's worst nightmare.
I don't give a flying fig what Jill thinks about this marriage.
Can two lifelong enemies
My son and your granddaughter are ruining their lives.
find peace
You think you can dictate what
I
I
have never
say?
been more serious in my life.
in Genoa City?
You will leave my granddaughter alone.
Don't miss The Young and the Restless.
Sorry it took so long.
What?
Hey.
Oh.
I told my mother you had nothing to do with her kidnapping and made it very clear to her I would never discuss it with her again.
Oh. Okay. I'm sure she was a real sport about that.
Well, it doesn't matter. She has to accept it.
Sounds like a dead issue. I gotta go.
Hey, what about the drinks?
Put it on my tab, you cheapskate. I gotta run.
All right. Right there.
What?
Take a swing.
What?
I doubted you. I deserve it.
No, you know what we're gonna do?
What?
We're gonna go up to your room. You're gonna fill the tub with bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Donovan.
I want to see you. Now.
I'll be right there.
Go to sleep somewhere else.
Don't do that. That'll only make things worse. I sent Lucy to Katie. She's going to sleep there tonight, so we can talk as much as you want. We can talk all night if you want. If you don't want to talk, that's fine. We don't have to talk. If you don't want to sleep with me, I can understand that. But please don't leave me here alone tonight. This is our wedding night.
Enjoy it.
You raped my mother. And I am not leaving here until I get a confession from you on the tape so that everyone can hear it.
I will not confess anything to you, nor will I put anything on tape. Now, I suggest you leave before you find yourself in serious trouble.
You stole my mother's job as district attorney.
You know, Bonnie, I'm not going to stand here and listen to this.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will, because you manipulated her into thinking that you cared about her. And then you humiliated her by running those horrible pictures in the paper. And because of you, the man she loved has been arrested, and she's scared all the time because you violated her in her own home, Marshall.
Bonnie, I am warning you. I've got no patience for you tonight.
You cannot keep hurting people the way that you hurt my mother and think that you don't have to be punished for it. You have to start paying for your crimes, Marshall. So start talking.
You know what? That's it. Let's go.
Jimmy, get off of me. Get back. What's the matter? You scared?
Put the gun down, Bonnie. One of us is going to get hurt.
The gun stays where it is, Marshall, until I get a confession on that tape.
Bonnie, you're going to regret this. I promise you.
You don't think I'll really pull this trigger, do you?
Yes, I do. That's why I'm trying to help you.
Bonnie, give me the gun, baby. He's not worth it.
Mom! Get